This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us, everyone. Eric will be back on Monday. We start with breaking news from the Madison Police Department. Acting Police Chief Vic Wall says police have made 2 arrests in the death of an 11-year-old girl.
A 16-year-old and a 19-year-old are facing homicide and attempted homicide charges. Our Adam Duxter is live at the City County building with the very latest. Adam.
Yeah, Mark and Susan, that's information we've got within just the last 10 minutes or so. That 19-year-old Perion Carrion and 16-year-old Andre Brown were arrested in the shooting death of 11-year-old Anissa Scott. Now, according to police, Perion Carrion was arrested on Wednesday in relation to another crime, and Andre Brown was arrested just hours ago and booked just minutes ago after being arrested today on Northport Drive. Now, both men face charges of party to the crime for first-degree attempted homicide and attempted first-degree homicide. And again, that is coming within just the last 10 minutes we've received that information. If you head over to channel3000.com right now, we have all the information that we just got from this press conference. And tonight at 6, we'll break down more from Interim Chief Vic Wall as to the response of these 2 arrests.
Adam, thank you. Anissa Scott's grieving family will not need to worry about paying for a funeral.
That's thanks to a $10,000 donation made today. Jamie Perez joins us to tell us more about that. Jamie.
Anissa's family had asked the Boys and Girls Club to help make funeral arrangements for her, and someone generously donated $10,000, which is helping the family deal with the pain and hardship that has come from their loss this week. Now, the donor is CEO Amy Ahrens of Concerco, and she wanted to give Anissa, quote, the homegoing celebration that she deserves. Now, we tried reaching out to Ahrens today with no response, but the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, Michael Johnson, spoke on her behalf this afternoon.
She didn't want any fanfare. She was just, she said I wanted to utilize what resources that I have to be able to support this family. And so they were so thankful, and this is very thoughtful and generous of her to do such a thing.
Anissa's family is meeting with the funeral director this Saturday to work out the details of her funeral. Now, whenever that date is set, we will plan on being there, live streaming the event for all of you at home. There will also be a candlelight vigil tonight on Cannery Square in Sun Prairie tonight at 9 for anyone who would like to pay tribute.
Jamie Perez, thank you. Michael Johnson also released a 15-point plan to help reduce gun violence following Anissa's death. Some of those include giving cash rewards to witnesses who report violent crimes, employing young at-risk youth with meaningful job opportunities to steer them away from crime, and providing alternate sentencing for nonviolent offenders. Those are just some of the things that Johnson believes can steer us in the right direction.
We already got a plan that the community rallied behind, and I think they should use this as a framework to fund a systemic plan to begin to address these issues.
Johnson said this is a multi-year plan that will take effort from the community and the local government to fund in order to make it successful.
5 months after Breonna Taylor's death in Kentucky, her family is still waiting for answers. The 26-year-old EMT was shot and killed in her apartment by Louisville police. The officers had a no-knock warrant because they suspected drug activity at Taylor's apartment, but no drugs were ever found, and no one has been charged. For the first time since her daughter's death, Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, met with Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron.
150 days, 5 months. Yeah, every day is still March the 13th.
The family attorney says Taylor's mother feels cautiously optimistic at this point. Attorney General Cameron said he called the meeting to express his condolences, but did not provide any new information. In June, one of the officers involved, Detective Brett Hankison, was fired, and 2 others were put on administrative leave.
Next at 5, a few shower chances, but not a bad weekend. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Kennelty. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Mark. The timing on these may be such that that we see mainly dry conditions this weekend. There could be some of us that miss out on the rain altogether. As we look at visible cloud track, notice Wisconsin pretty much in the clear. Then you get west of Eau Claire and La Crosse, you see a little more cloud cover and then some strong thunderstorms that have developed over parts of central Minnesota down into parts of Iowa that are heading toward the east. But the initial batch will probably diminish before it reaches much of our area. Tornado watch in effect west of the Twin Cities and a severe thunderstorm watch south of that. But again, that line of storms will weaken as it pushes into slightly drier air over the eastern portion of Wisconsin. Temperatures right now are pretty warm. They range from the lower 80s near Lake Michigan and Milwaukee to the mid 80s in Madison and Janesville to the upper 80s out toward La Crosse. Dew point temperatures, though, are still in the upper 50s to lower 60s. 59 right now in Madison, so it feels pretty comfortable. The more humid air is farther out to the west in Minnesota and Iowa. So look for clear skies this evening, partly cloudy skies overnight. There'll be a chance of showers and thunderstorms later tonight into early tomorrow morning with a low temperature in the middle 60s. Then tomorrow's high at 79 as we clear out for much of the afternoon. And then just a slight chance for a thunderstorm on Sunday afternoon. I'll have more details and weather in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. The WIAA has approved a major overhaul to high school sports season structures. Today, the WIAA board unanimously approved schedules allowing schools that choose to play fall sports to begin on September 7th. Schools that choose to move their fall sports to the spring will be able to start practice in late February or early March. They also lengthened games and extended seasons beyond state championship tournaments.
State and county health officials confirm more than 900 new COVID-19 cases today. In total, Wisconsin has had more than 64,000 confirmed cases. About 9,000 of those cases are still active. There have been 1,030 deaths. 9.8% of new tests came back positive today. That is an increase of more than 2 percentage points. The 7-day average has also gone up slightly to 7.3%.
President Trump's campaign has announced details of his visit to Wisconsin and Minnesota on Monday. The campaign says the president will highlight what it calls, quote, Joe Biden's failures on jobs and the economy. The president will stop at the Mankato airport around 2 o'clock Monday afternoon. Then at the Oshkosh airport at 4:30. Vice President Mike Pence is scheduled to visit Walworth County next week. President Trump was one of the most vocal spreaders of the birther conspiracy theory against President Obama during his 2008 run for the White House. Well, now the president is refusing to knock down a conspiracy theory that Senator Harris is not constitutionally eligible to serve because her parents are immigrants.
Heard it today that she doesn't meet the requirements. I have no idea if that's right. I would have assumed the Democrats would have checked that out before she gets chosen to run for vice president.
For the record, Senator Harris is an American citizen who is eligible to serve. She was born in Oakland, California.
Amid the pandemic, a record number of Americans are expected to vote by mail, and that's sparking another political fight. The Postal Service warned government officials in the battleground states of Pennsylvania and Michigan that it may not be able to deliver ballots in time. President Trump said the demand by Democrats to give the Postal Service another $25 billion is holding up a new round of coronavirus relief. The Democratic National Convention kicks off Monday in Milwaukee. Joe Biden will accept the party's nomination virtually from Wilmington, Delaware on Thursday. The Republican National Convention starts the following Monday on August 24th in Charlotte. We'll have live, complete coverage on News 3 Now.
UW-Madison has received less than 1% of the money that Taiwan-based Foxconn Technology Group pledged to it 2 years ago. The $100 million commitment was to help fund an engineering building and for company-related research. Foxconn gave the university $700,000 in the first year of the 5-year agreement, and records show the school has received no additional money over the past year. UW says it continues to maintain open lines of communication with Foxconn representatives. Coming up next at 5, a new partnership program between Columbia County law enforcement and local religious leaders.
We'll explain how it's meant to help both officers and family members of people involved in traumatic crimes. And then coming up tonight at 6, as parents figure out their work from home plans, Wisconsin's child care industry needs help. We'll share an update from researchers coming up tonight at 6.
On Wall Street today, the Dow gained 34 points. The NASDAQ, though, is down 23, and the S&P 500 down about 0.5 point. We'll be right back.
Incredible savings during the big anniversary sale going on now at Slumberland. Deals galore throughout the store, from modern sofas and chairs to gorgeous beds and lots more. Top it off with totally free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now, during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. It's time to find new roads again.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Incredible savings on Sealy mattresses during our big anniversary sale now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $99 or a luxurious Sealy Posturepedic for $9.99. Plus free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland.
It's the first day of a new local food program at the Align Energy Center. We're live at 6 from Food Truck Fridays. And plans this fall are circling around the child care sector, why researchers say the industry needs help.
This year, school is going to be full of changes.
What will school be like, and how can we make sure our kids are safe?
We're getting the answers you need to help you prepare.
So keep an eye on News 3 Now this morning and get ready to go back to school.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Officials say a Kenosha police officer who was wounded in a shootout last week has been released from the hospital. The officer was investigating a vehicle break-in. A release from the State Department of Justice identified him as Justin Pruitt, who has been with the Kenosha Police Force for 2 years. He suffered a gunshot wound to the abdomen. The suspect, Jonathan Massey, was arrested Tuesday in Gary, Indiana. He waived extradition during a court hearing this morning and is expected to be returned to Kenosha within 14 days to face charges.
The Columbia County Sheriff's Office is launching a program to help officers and community members alike deal with traumatic situations. Our Madeline O'Neill tells us how the agency is looking to church leaders to help build that support system.
A police chaplaincy program is expanding, starting up now throughout Columbia County, including here in Partyville.
Deputies see a lot of different difficult situations weekly, sometimes daily.
Columbia County Sheriff's Captain Jim Stilson says those dark situations,
3303,
like notifying a family they've lost a loved one, can be tough to put in the rearview mirror.
I've often said that sometimes that notification and talking with those families about that traumatic event is more traumatic than us being on the scene and having to deal with that.
It works on anybody, and officers are not exempt, and sometimes it plays out in not so healthy ways if it's not taken care of.
So having a chaplain on standby,
I've been a listener most of my life,
can be a help for not only sheriff's deputies, but community members affected by tragedy.
We don't do what the officers do, but there are a lot of things on the scene that someone like ourselves can do. communication,
or comfort, counseling, and advice. Services Pastor Alan Boyk has offered in his past, acting as a chaplain for the Portage Police Department. Now, former Portage Police Chief Ken Manthe is helping the sheriff's office get a police chaplainry program off the ground. So volunteers such as Boyk are available in every corner of Columbia County.
It doesn't have to be religious-based, denominational. They can ask questions about that, but many times it's just helping them cope and helping them deal with that traumatic situation.
Stilson and Boyk say helping someone move forward, may it be an officer or civilian, can be as simple as being by their side.
It's sitting with folks who just need someone to be there with them.
Columbia County has about 15 chaplains available to volunteer their time when needed. In Partyville, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
The Columbia County Sheriff's Office also plans to have chaplains come along on ride-alongs with deputies to get to know them and to offer assistance to community members if needed.
Crews in Southern California are battling multiple wildfires under extreme conditions. Temperatures of 100 degrees and parched vegetation are fueling a wildfire about 20 miles northeast of Los Angeles. The ranch fire, as it's being called, started yesterday afternoon and immediately started threatening hundreds of homes. There's been no significant rainfall in the region for several months. Let's get a look now at your first warned weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Kennelty has your forecast. Gary.
Well, Mark, we could use the rain here, too. We've been very dry, and unfortunately, it looks like the rain chances are going to be a little bit less than what we originally thought. Now, right now, there's some strong to severe thunderstorms that are dumping heavy amounts of rain over parts of central Minnesota. More storms in a little more widely scattered fashion down into parts of Iowa and Nebraska, where severe thunderstorm and tornado watches are in effect. But as this activity moves eastward, it'll be moving into slightly drier air. So yesterday, we showed you the severe weather outlook that had a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms over much of southern and eastern Wisconsin. Well, look where the marginal risk has been shifted now, off to the east and also an area to our north and west. So we're going to be kind of in between things. And at this point, it looks like the thunderstorms will be coming through early enough in the day that, number one, we'd be spared the much of the severe weather threat. And number two, unfortunately, the rain will be more widely scattered. And this shows up in the future track precipitation. Notice very little rain over south central Wisconsin. This is all the way through Monday morning. Now, we could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm late Sunday afternoon as well, but you add that together, and unless you get caught underneath one of these heavier thunderstorms, for the most part, the rainfall amounts will be pretty light, and then we're looking for dry conditions for much of next week. So three things you need to know. The best chances for thunderstorms will be overnight into tomorrow morning and then again late Sunday afternoon. Otherwise, look for warm weather. Highs will be in the mid-80s by Sunday, around 80 for tomorrow, and then around 80 for Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday of next week. But it also will be dry for much of next week. I did have to add a couple of chances for thunderstorms, but even those are not very high chances. The tropics are heating up. Tropical storm Josephine here, and tropical storm Kyle has formed off of the coast of the Carolinas. The latest from Josephine, just barely a tropical storm right now. The forecast track keeps it as a tropical storm over the next couple of days and then curves it to the northwest and weakens it into a tropical depression as it pushes up over Bermuda eventually and just kind of dies out in the waters of the Atlantic. Meantime, tropical storm Kyle off of the Carolina and Virginia coast, but the forecast track here will take it out into the Atlantic Ocean. It's a fairly strong tropical storm system, but again, it should weaken a little bit as it moves into the waters of the northern Atlantic Ocean, although fast movement will keep the wind speeds up. Weather track across the country. Notice Wisconsin pretty much in the clear. Here's the thunderstorms, the more concentrated area of storms to our north and west. But right now, we've got a cold front, and then behind it, the air dries out. So unless we get some thunderstorms along the front, the chances for rain are going to be pretty small as we head through the weekend. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 79. There'll be a chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the morning, and then we're back to some sunshine in the afternoon. On future track, generally clear skies this evening. Some clouds moving in later on tonight with a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. But notice how they fizzle out early tomorrow morning. Maybe pop back up in the afternoon once they pass us. Then look for more clear skies for tomorrow night. And then as we head into Sunday, just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm, perhaps late in the afternoon. Even that's kind of iffy at this point. Rainfall amounts, again, very spotty. Most areas picking up less than a quarter of an inch of rain. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures right around 80 for much of next week. A slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm late Wednesday. Friday, and then again from Friday afternoon into Saturday morning of next weekend. Otherwise, pretty much a dry forecast. As we take a look at first horn traffic right now, it's a Friday, so we're seeing some slower conditions on the Beltline. There's looks like a traffic accident around Monona Drive, so it's starting to cause some slowdowns on the eastbound Beltline from Monona Drive back to west of Park Street. Eastbound, we're seeing delays from Monona Drive back to Stoughton Road. So as far as travel times are concerned, it's 21 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 25 minutes going back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, no problems on I-3990 south to Janesville, 25-minute trip there. 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton, and from downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151, it's 15 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Still ahead at 5, a new opportunity to get out and enjoy different local restaurants safely. We'll take you to Food Truck Fridays at the Alliant Energy Center next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time to breathe easier with a professional air duct deep cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We remove the dirt hidden deep inside your ducts, helping you get back to a cleaner and healthier home. Call 1-800-STEAMER today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty, or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
Lately, we've found new ways to support and care for each other. And while every gesture counts, so too does every dollar. That's why American Family Insurance is returning $425 million to our customers. This includes a 10% savings for all current and new auto customers for the rest of the year. We hope this does your world some good and reminds you that supporting your dreams means the world to us. Contact your agent or go to amfam.com to learn about more ways to save.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Starting tonight, Fridays at the Alliant Energy Center will be dedicated to showing off the best food trucks and carts from across Dane County.
Nice. Melissa Kim joining us live for this very difficult assignment. Hi, Melissa.
Yeah, I did really fight for this one, you guys. You know, it's a beautiful day out here. Again, Food Truck Friday starting
right here at the Alliant Energy Center on Willow Island every Friday from now until October 31st, Halloween. It's really an effort by Dane County Executive Joe Parisi to showcase, again, like you said, the best food that Dane County has to offer, but also given the COVID-19 pandemic, you know, a lot of these food trucks and carts have had a hard time with their businesses, and they're all small local businesses, most of them are, you know. So I want to showcase one of them right now. This is Gary Baker. He's the manager of JD's. And Gary, something like this, how important is it to get the local community out here to support a local business like you guys?
Well, it's very important that we get them out to support us due to this COVID-19.
Like, how do you feel like this will help you guys? Is this going to give you guys a little bit of an economic boost, do you think?
Yes, it will. It definitely will give us a boost on the economic side. If we can get more people to come out and support us, that'll be great.
And in terms of, you know, this small local community, you guys are a small business. So many of these trucks out here, all small local businesses from local people like you. How important is it for our community to keep on supporting you guys?
It's very important because we're a small business and we're out every day trying to make it happen for ourselves. And for others, hopefully it opens doors for others to come out and for other small businesses as well.
All right, so tell me your favorite thing that you guys serve.
Well, all of it is my favorite because I eat it on a regular.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Gary Baker from JD's Truck here. And just want to show you what we do have here. We do have Happy Kitchen Foods here. They have a variety of different cuisines. You have Taiwan Little Eats, a little bit of Asian flair. And of course, my personal favorite, chocolate shop ice cream. Who doesn't love a little chocolate shop, right? Now, you do have to park in front of the Coliseum and walk a couple of steps to get here, but I promise you it is worth it because, again, we got to keep supporting these small local businesses to keep the flavor of this county alive. Guys, back to you.
Pick some up for us. Bring it back to the station, Melissa.
Yeah, I will.
All right, thank you. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
When a student falls behind, a good teacher helps them catch up. A bad president would tie their hands, like Joe Biden would. Even with hundreds of public schools closed indefinitely, Biden opposes emergency parental choice grants, preventing parents from choosing options like private tutoring or charter schools if their public school is closed. A lost year is unacceptable, but 4 under Biden, that's a lost generation. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You don't just wear jeans, you live and work in jeans, and you want them at prices you can afford. Right now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, all jeans are on sale. Get unbeatable deals on top brands of denim, workwear, and more. Like these women's Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, just $21.99. Men's and women's Carhartt K87 pocket tees are 2 for $25. And save big on these men's Timberland Pro work boots, only $49.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Gene, did you know Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies?
That's great.
That's 15% on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? John Stamos to knit you a scarf?
I'll finish, Gene. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I give.
The stitch work is impeccable.
That's just a double fleck pattern with a reverse garter stitch. No big deal.
Is your hair this soft?
Softer.
Geico. Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
This election season, politicians are targeting Wisconsin, making promises and claims to capture your vote. But you deserve the truth. Only Reality Check gives you the tools you need to make informed choices. I'm News 3 Now political reporter Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the CDC now says the death toll could reach 200,000 by Labor Day. We'll tell you which state the White House task force is urging to mandate masks and close bars. Plus, the U.S. Postal Service warns at least a dozen states that mail-in ballots may not be delivered in time for the election. What the president now says he'd be willing to trade to fund the agency. And we go on the road with a World War II veteran whose mission to run across the country is inspiring us all along the way. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And finally at 5, this pair of Nikes worn by Michael Jordan were sold for a record-breaking $615,000 yesterday. The signed Nike Air Jordan 1 shoes are now the most expensive sneakers ever sold at auction. Jordan wore the shoes in 1985 during an exhibition game played in Italy. Now, what's interesting about these shoes is that the left one contains a shard of glass which lodged there after Jordan dunked so hard it shattered the backboard.
Well, that has to increase the price dramatically, doesn't it?
$615,000.
Let's hope they were clean, too.
Yeah.
Before you try to wear them.
Looks like a nice weekend on the way, Gary.
It does. I mean, right now, no rain across Wisconsin. There are some severe thunderstorms out to our west, but they will weaken as they push toward us. Temperatures right now, middle 80s through much of southern Wisconsin. Dew point temperatures are still pretty tolerable, upper 50s to the lower 60s. Look for a chance of thunderstorms overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high 79 degrees, and then just a slight chance of a thunderstorm late Sunday afternoon. Otherwise, look for mainly dry conditions for next week. Maybe a thunderstorm chance late Wednesday and from Friday night into Saturday morning of next weekend.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at 6 o'clock. Have a pleasant evening.